let's create a better storage solution for my autistic daughter's favorite things, which are all of her toys, because I really am trying to be supportive and accommodating, and this is just not working for anybody anymore. So first thing I did was I cut up a bunch of wood because I'm going to make cubbies. She has one wall left in her room that is a solid wall that I can work with. It does have windows on it, so I only have so much flexibility, but I'm going to do 2 sets of cubbies with a desk in between. Once I had all of the wood cut, I then used pocket holes on the side pieces, and I used screws and wood glue to hold all of the pieces together to create these cubbies. I also made bases. So once everything was ready, I then took it all into my daughter's room. I measured where I was going to cut the baseboards so that I could take them out and also remove the carpet. The internet hates it when I remove the baseboards in my house for some reason, but here I am removing baseboards in my house again. It's fine, I'm doing built-ins. Once the baseboards were out, I then cut out the carpet and the carpet pad so that the base of this sat flat on the subfloor, and I did secure the base to the studs in the wall. I did add some scrap wood on top of that once I was done so that the baseboard that wraps around it is flush with the bottom of the cubbies. I then secured the cubbies and the melamine top to it and then started adding trim. I added in the baseboard and then trim pieces along the front. The trim pieces I used were 1x2 so that they would also be flush with the baseboard, which is 3/4 of an inch thick. If you don't know this already, most lumber and trim that you buy from big box stores is actually going to be 1/4 of an inch smaller than the measurements that they say. So if it's a 1x2, it's actually 3/4 of an inch by 1 3/4 of an inch. After I added the trim, I then added the tabletop between the 2 sets of cubbies. Yes, I haven't shown you the other side because I filmed that side horizontally for YouTube, so you're not seeing that here, but you'll see it in a minute, I promise. Then I wood filled, caulked, and sanded, and then started the whole paint process. I learned this trick from a professional cabinetry guy who swears by this to get the best finishes, and I've used it time and time again, and it always worked. 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of paint, 2 coats of top coat. Sanding with 220 grit sandpaper between each coat. And the paint you want to use a semi-gloss. This gives you a really nice finish that can really take a lot of traffic and a lot of use, and you're not going to get scratches or chips or anything like that. And since it worked so well on the bookshelves and bench that I did on the other side of my daughter's room 3 years ago, and there are 0 chips or scratches, I'm just going to keep using this method. Once that was all done, I was able to take all of the toys that I had organized and labeled, which I have a separate post for, and put them all into these brand new cubbies, and it's absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I envisioned. There's still plenty of room in here. She has tons of space to play on, lots of storage, and the best part is when it's time to clean up, everything is labeled so she knows where everything has to go. All of the links for this are on my website. You can find the post about how I shortened the curtains as well as how I organized everything on my site as well. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you want to see more of stuff like this, make sure you follow.